Why don't you explain to me what services you offer?
Well, we read tarot carding reading and future, reading and spiritual, sage, and all of that.
Okay. And so she comes to you. You book an appointment with her. Had you used her before?
I've come to her for readings before.
Okay, so several times? How many times? This has been a relationship over the years, over several months? I'm just trying to understand the relationship.
No, I think I've seen her maybe like 5-6 times
Okay,
over
so
2
this
years.
is not a new relationship.
No.
And
No,
why did
actually
you
5
engage
times.
her services?
Because I came to like her readings, but the services that I was expressing that I wanted now was a different kind of service where I wouldn't be present. A banishment service.
Okay, so a banishment service.
Yeah.
So you had gone to her for psychic readings, so that was predicting the future. Help me understand. What kind of services was she providing for you?
Spiritual services, consultations, like tarot readings. If I had an issue or a problem, then she would give me tarot readings.
And so when you get a tarot reading, is that like giving you advice? I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, you can ask her questions, and if you have like questions on your mind, like the cards will tell you.
Okay.
And maybe
you've
guide
done
you.
this. But this was different this time. This is a different kind of service that you've asked for.
Right.
And it was for banishment?
Yeah.
So explain to me what that means.
In short, I was with my boyfriend.
Okay.
Who I really thought we were like taking our relationship to the next level, and kind of out of nowhere he decided that he no longer like wanted to get married.
Okay, so stop right there. So you're in a relationship. How long had you been in this relationship?
A year.
A year, and you thought that you were on the path to get married. And then what made you think that things need to be different? What happened in that relationship is what I'm trying to understand. Was he cheating on you, or you just thought he became disinterested? He no longer wanted to get married? I mean,
no, I think
something had to happen that you wanted a banishment.
Yeah, I mean, I felt it was gradual, and then he got cold feet, but I felt misled, and at that point, I was like, well, why am I wasting my time with him?
Okay.
So I basically wanted
So
to
you
cut it.
didn't think he wanted to get married, and you thought you were on the path to get married, so you didn't want to waste any more time.
Right.
And so banishment meant that you wanted him out of your life.
Out of my life, yeah, like a clean slate.
A clean slate.
Yeah.
All right, so you've been with him for over a year. Things were not going as you thought, and so you consult your spiritual advisor. All right, so she comes to you, and what does she ask for?
For the banishment, she wanted her boyfriend out of her life because she wanted to start over anew. So I said, okay, you know.
So tell me what banishment services, what happens in that?
Well, we have to say, and she has given me a picture and a candle.
Okay.
And well, the rest I don't want to get into detail because it's a lot of spiritual work.
Okay.
So I don't want to tell exactly what we do.
All right.
But it's a lot of impact and.
So there is a spiritual ceremony. Is that the right word?
Yes.
That you perform.
Right.
And
it
this is
happens
going to
overnight.
cut this man out of her life.
Yes.
Is this instant?
Well, it can happen or take a little bit longer,
Okay.
either way. So,
All right. So this is something that you specialize in?
Yes, absolutely.
And you came and said, enough with this boyfriend. I want him out of my life, and I want him out of my life now. So did she perform that process for you, the ceremony, the banishment ceremony for you?
I mean, I assume so. I can only take her word for it because I wasn't there.
All right. And how much did you pay her?
$300.
$300. All right. So you pay her $300 for the banishment service. And what happens next?
Well, the following day, it was like nothing of the bad stuff that ever happened between us happened. Like he was the person that I remember from like first getting to know him. He was like super sweet. We had a great day together.
So this was the very next day?
Yeah, this is the next day.
So this is like a 180-degree turnaround?
Yes.
And he's back to where you want him to be?
Yes. And I realized that, like having conversations with him, that I think that there was like a lot of misunderstanding and miscommunications between us, and I felt
so
like
you may
marriage...
have jumped the gun on the banishment.
Yes.
All right, so now the banishment ceremony has been performed, and you think, oh my goodness, I really want him in my life.
Right.
I don't want him cut out of my life. And so what did you do next?
Well, then my top priority obviously was to salvage the situation. So I went back to her the following day and I asked her to do an unbanishment.
Hold it.
She wanted to reverse
it. Yeah.
So she comes
Banishment.
back to you the next day after you perform the banishments.
Yes.
So
that's what she wanted. But then she came back the next day and was unhappy about it.
So she wanted you to undo it.
Yes, because she engaged me that she feels very bad and she wants to be with him. She changed her mind.
People reconcile. I see it in my courtroom a lot.
Yes.
That people decide one time, then things change in their lives, and they change their minds, which in this situation sounds like that's a positive thing, that he is back to where you want him to be.
Yes.
Right? So you go back to your spiritual advisor and you say, oh, no, I want this reversed. And what did you say about reversing it?
I said, okay, and
it's possible to do that? You can go back and
but
undo
it's going to
it?
cost you additional $300.
Additional $300. All right. So did you pay the $300 to get it reversed?
Yeah.
And so then what happens then?
So then again, I did all the procedures,
Right.
All the spiritual work. And, then she comes back the next day. She's upset.
Wait,
because
wait. Hold it. Now, we are down to 3 times that she's come back. The initial time, she came back, right?
Yes.
The second time.
Yes.
And now you're telling me there's a third interaction. Is that what you're telling me?
Just complete charlatanism. I mean, people want to believe that you can predict the future, so they do. A banishment ceremony? I mean, this lady's just making stuff up to take people's money. And the thing is, what exactly does that banishment ceremony entail? Oh, well, it's a lot of spiritual stuff, and it gets very technical, and it really has to do with my spiritual work, so I don't want to get into it. Oh, you don't want to describe the thing you're taking $300 to perform at all? Like, there's no understanding here? And look, people can spend their money on whatever hocus pocus they want to. But as far as I'm concerned, this is just complete hogwash.
3 times she comes back? The third time?
Yeah, because her services didn't work. I came home after the unbanishment.
Oh, talk to me. So after the unbanishment, tell me what happened.
I get back home and all his bags are packed, like out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what's going on, and it's clearly it's over. Like, it's over. And it's
Wait a
not
minute, you've been with this man for a year.
Yeah.
Right. And in the space of 3 days, once you listen to yourself, in the space of 3 days, you want him out of your life. Then you say he made a 180-degree turn, and he was sweet as ever. You want him in your life. You want to be with him forever. You go back to your advisor to get the banishment reversed.
Right.
Then you go home. Now we're on day 3, and his bags are packed.
Yeah, this is why I that is my argument. I don't think that she at all did the second set of services clearly, because he's leaving, and there was no time, like she said before, he might leave now right away or later. We don't know.
Wait. I'm gonna rule on this. But let me just ask you some questions. Do you want a man that is that up and down? I mean, regardless of the spiritual advisor, I mean, for someone, you come home and one day he's fine. The next day he's got his bags packed and he's leaving.
Yeah, but I think that's because
with
of
no
her.
explanation. Because of her?
Yeah.
No. It's your own fault.
Because I think he was. This is how I see it. There was a misunderstanding between us where I thought, okay, he definitely don't want to be marrying me, and then it was clear, I got that all wrong, and we could salvage our relationship. And then obviously I told her about this. She was going to reverse it, and she clearly didn't do it. And then he left me. because she didn't actually perform the service. And I mean, I wasn't there, so there's no way like I can prove she did anything. In my opinion, she just took my money.
But
No.
I'm not talking about her for a minute. I'm talking about this relationship with this man that you've been in a relationship for a year. Mm-hmm. And he packs his bags with no explanation to you. And you're telling me it's all because of a ceremony that a spiritual advisor did. Is that what you're telling me?
That's my opinion, yes.
Did you try to talk to him?
I mean,
Well, come out.
I don't want to be
happened.
with a man who I can't talk to, who walks out of my life, packs his bags and leaves, and now I'm thinking it's because of a spiritual advisor. What is the basis of this relationship?
No, I mean, we had like a rocky start to our relationship. We went through a lot, and then, you know, I asked him when he was leaving, like, what's going on, and then he went on some rant about thinking like there was some infidelity going on, and like that I'd seen someone else in the beginning of the relationship.
No. You told me something else.
Oh,
No,
what did she
Because
tell
when you met him a year ago, you were dating someone else at the same time.
I was not dating anyone else at the same time.
What did she tell you?
There's no arguing with the blind. Her saying, I think that she just took my money, essentially for nothing. I'm gonna let you in on a secret here, lady. She's been taking your money for nothing the whole time. There's never been a point in time where her services have been helping you. How is someone that superstitious think that they could not possibly be the problem when their partner leaves without discussing it with them at all? There's no cure for crazy, you know, and I don't want to put that on her. She might not be crazy, but she's acting crazy.
That she was seeing another guy.
At the same time that you were in the relationship with this man?
Exactly. I don't know how long, but the fact is, if I'm seeing two men at the same time...
Let's just bottom line this, right? Did he believe that you were not faithful in this relationship?
I mean, he was under the, he brought it up like at the beginning.
Why did he bring it up?
I don't know. I think that she put something in his head. That he was being...
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes, please.
Well, you know, if she would have told me that from the first day, before the banishment, then I would have known about that. Then I would have included that. But that I couldn't include on the second one because I didn't know about it.
Because there was no infidelity. Like, you're just taking words out of my mouth and making that up.
You know, when it comes to spiritual things, you have to be honest. Honest to yourself and to your boyfriend.
You have not been in my relationship. You have no idea. You just know what I told you that one time, and I said we had a rocky start.
On the beginning.
Well, there was nothing. You said that I had to disclose that in the beginning.
Regardless, we made the deal for another $300. Altogether, $600.
And now I don't have a boyfriend. Thank you.
I went through a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
So did she reverse the charges?
Yes.
And then that's the extra $100 that was then...
Yes, exactly. Because you know,
the charges
the bank
reversed.
just closed, the credit card company just closed down on me, you know, and it took a while to,
get it reversed.
Yes, and also it's my name.
To get it
and
unbanished.
Everything. Yes.
Her credibility.
Yeah, my credibility, you know, is hurting.
I get that. I'm going to rule on the damages. But let me just say, it seems to me that there's a fundamental disconnect here that I want you to really think about and take some responsibility for. You are interjecting someone in your relationship, right? And that you're expecting her to take him out of your life, as opposed to you making a woman's decision that maybe you need to leave. Let's start there. Right? As opposed to going for some banishment. Then you decide that he's really what you want. And then you go and say, oh, wait, I want it to be reversed. And then the next thing I hear on your testimony is that he's packed his bags and he's leaving you. This is a relationship between you and the man that you've been with for a year. Right? And the minute that you then relinquish that responsibility of trying to figure it out, then I wonder really how much commitment you made to trying to figure it out. as opposed to then saying it's on her, that she messed it up, that she's the reason that he packed his bags to go out the door. I am not going to buy that. You are going to pay her back every cent of the $700. But there's a bigger lesson than the money in this situation. And for your relationships to hinge on you not taking some responsibility here, in my opinion, is not healthy. Now, I'm not saying that people don't rely on spiritual advisors and pastors' conferences. You know, I've certainly gone into counseling with my pastor. I have done it. I will continue to do it when I need to do that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's also some responsibility on your part to figure out what you need to do to make these relationships work. And until you figure it out, you won't be happy. There's nothing further. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of the full $700 will stand adjourned.
Lumping this charlatan in with your random pastor is ridiculous. First of all, pastors don't charge you money to help you. And now, are they paid out of the church's coffers? Sure. But that's a little different than, if you want me to give you counseling on your kids, that will be $150. If you want me to perform a seance to talk to your mom, that will be $325. And if you want to work on your personal issues, since they're so murky, that's going to be $415. Pastors don't do that. Banishment. I've never even heard of such crap. Anyway, I mean, she's just... I cannot stand spiritual charlatans of any description. And to me, she is so clearly one because she's preying on weak, vulnerable, hurting people. And she's preying on people who have such a victim mentality that instead of breaking up with a boyfriend that they don't want in their life anymore and saying, I don't want to see you anymore, they go to their spiritual advisor and say, could you perform a ritual to enact the banishment of the person who currently loves me? I don't want that to involve talking to them at all, and apparently I can't see what you do that accomplishes that. Here's $300. I mean, are you serious right now? The type of person who goes for that is not a sane individual. I mean, you have some serious issues to work through. And she, horrible woman, is comfortable asking that kind of person for money to perform vague services which in no way, shape, or form are described. I mean, she said, I put a lot of work into this. Well, we don't know, do we, Dahlia? Because you won't disclose what that work entailed. I mean, we don't know if you sat in your chair and sort of closed your eyes for 20 minutes and thought, woo, really doing some spiritual work here. Gonna need another $100 to sit in this chair for another 15 minutes. Like, it's just so opaque and, I mean, demonstrably doesn't work. The truth is that the sort of person who would pay for a tarot card reading is the sort of person who hopes that it's true. If you hope something's true, people are very, very good at rationalizing to retrofit the facts to whatever was predicted. So in terms of the case, I agree. If you're silly enough to burn your money at the altar of some spiritualist who doesn't do anything for you, then you do it. It's your choice. You chose to spend the money on something so ridiculous. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below.